all are well. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about literature. As I have already told you, that in literature we are going to study different kinds of prose and poetries. Now, we are going to start with our first lesson, and the name of the lesson is No Pets Allowed. Before starting our lesson, we are going to talk about the author of the lesson or the writer of the lesson. The writer of the lesson is Alan Spelin. Alan Spelin was born in 1942 in Pennsylvania, USA. She has written more than 40 children's books, including Somebody Loves You, Mr. Hatch, In My Yellow Shirt, and A Big Boy Now. She has won many awards for her writing. Her most prestigious award was the Christopher Award for Somebody Loves You. Mr. Hatch. The Christopher Award is given for books which attain the highest value of the human spirit. Now, dear students, coming back to the lesson, the name of the lesson is No Pets Allowed. In this video, I am going to provide you the summary of the lesson. Line by line explanation will be given by me in the class itself. Now, moving ahead, before starting or before reading our lesson, let us talk about the characters of the story. There are basically three main characters of the story. The first, Henry D. Penrose. He was a dog. Second, his owner, Professor Randolph Penrose, and he was a very rich man. And the last character or the last main character of the story is Mrs. Washburn, who was the helper of Professor Randolph Penrose. Now let us know about lifestyle of Henry. What kind of lifestyle Henry was living. So Henry was living a very lavish lifestyle, as each morning Henry was driven to obedience school in a long black limousine. Limousine is the name of the car. Each afternoon he was fed 2 grilled lamb chops for lunch. Each evening he fell asleep in his fur-lined basket in front of the fireplace. And especially on Saturdays, he was groomed at Miss Fifi's shop, and on Sunday he accompanied the professor. Accompanied means he used to go with the professor to the park where classic orchestra played smoothing music and the grass was cool and fragrant. That means he was having a very lavish lifestyle. Every day of his life, everything was fixed, and he was enjoying his life to the fullest. Who was enjoying his life to the fullest? Henry. Henry is the dog of whom? Mr. Professor Penrose. Okay. Now it all changed. Why it changed? Because Professor Penrose received a telegram offering him a chance to dig for dinosaur bones in Idaho, and for one whole year he has to go Idaho, and it was clearly mentioned over the telegram that no pets allowed. It was a very difficult situation for Mr. Penrose as well as Henry. So finally Mrs. Washburn, who was the cook as well as the helper of Mr. Penrose, she said that I will take Henry to my house. So finally Henry was wrapped under his red plaid coat and driven by limousine to the Washburn's residence. When Henry stepped out to the limousine, he was shocked. He was very sad to see the atmosphere of the house. As he entered into the house, all the children started playing with him, and he was getting annoyed. Who was getting annoyed? Henry was getting annoyed, as he was not liking the resident. The house was untidy, and that was a very difficult situation for him to handle. Dinner that evening was a big, steamy ham bone in a plastic bowl. He wondered if he had ever see a grilled lamb chop again. By bedtime, Henry was exhausted. His fun-lined basket had been left behind. So, all the children took him to their bedroom and started fighting with each other because they want Henry to sleep with them. On Sunday, there was no park, no classical orchestra, no cool and fragrant grass, just the Washburn's backyard. All the morning, the children wrestled with Henry. They stretched his ear and tied an old red Christmas ribbon around his neck. They tried to make him chase the cat next door. Baby Washburn even kissed him. Day, weeks, months passed. Henry learned to put up with the pillow fights and strawberry kisses. He learned to ignore the neighbor's cat and to wriggle Christmas ribbons off his neck. He even learned to eat steamy ham bones out of a plastic bowl. And then one day everything changed. Just like that, Professor Penrose returned. And that was the changing point of the life of Henry. The long black limousine came to take Henry back to the professor's fine stone house. The Washburn children gathered on their front porch. Tears streamed down their cheeks. Goodbye, Henry. They sniffed goodbye, as they were not willing to leave Henry. Bye bye, barked Henry sadly. But deep inside, Henry was not happy. Somehow, he wanted to return to Mrs. Washburn's house. So, one evening, he ran and he just arrived at Mrs. Washburn's house and he happily stayed over there.
Now homework for you dear students. Write all question and answer and reference to context in your English copy. Okay. Now here are the instructions for you dear students. Please listen carefully. Make one copy for English. If you are not having any new copy, then you can do the work in your rough copy also. Second, if you are making new copy, then you have to divide copy into two parts. First part will be for literature and the second part will be for grammar as well as writing skills. Now in grammar, you have to write only definitions in your copy. Note, your literature book lesson 1, its question and answers you will find in the attachment on your campus care application. Okay, along with video there is one attachment is there, one pin sign is there. You need to click on that. As you will click on that, you will find one PDF in which question and answers as well as the lesson pictures are there. Okay, have a good day children.